Your lead magnet sucks. There's no other way to put it. I'm sorry. Lead magnets are supposed to engage your ideal customer, be easy to use, and actually be valuable to the person reading it. That sounds simple, right? That's exactly what I first thought when I read $100 million leads. But after working with different agency owners and seeing how wrong some people got it, I was generally confused. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use what I call the doc magnet to close your leads before you even hop on a call by showing them what your offer looks like when implemented into their business automatically. I'll be showing you what this looks like in action, how to actually set this up, and how you can implement this to get more people to feel like they need your offer in their life. By the end of this video, you'll be able to steal all of our skills to make a lead magnet that would make Alex Hormozi himself proud. Let's get straight into how to create a doc magnet. So guys, the first thing you're probably wondering is why do I call this a doc magnet? And I'm going to explain my inspiration where this come from. So a couple months ago, I got introduced to this man right here. His name's Serge. If you haven't already, make sure to check out his channel. But as part of his offer, he released this sort of 160-page document, which looks a bit like this, literally completely breaking down his offer, how to do exactly what he was talking about, and the benefits of actually working with him and his team. And I love this. And it's something I wanted to incorporate within my offer. So I took inspiration from him and a couple other people in the space that are doing something similar. However, there was one massive problem. This 100+ page document would not have been enough. I wanted a way to show my prospects specifically how my offer could apply to their specific situation, using their pain points and specific scenarios. Imagine the power of that. Having an offer that people can read where the lead's specific pain points and current situation is emphasized, giving solutions how to present it straight away. I know if I had something like this under my sleeve, it'll be insanely valuable and I'll be able to close people before we even hopped on a sales call. So I got to thinking, how can I actually do this? And as you do, I was looking over my YouTube channel and I find performance of different videos, thinking of different ideas. And I remember I made this video, which basically goes over how you can create an automated lead magnet so you can provide upfront value to your leads before you even hop on a call. And then I had this bright idea. I'm going to combine everything I've talked about in this video, which is creating that lead magnet and upfront value using AI, and this Google Doc offer document to create what I like to call the doc magnet. Now, if you're confused watching this and don't really understand what I'm trying to get at, you're probably wondering what does this actually look like, and this is what it looks like. A simple form that doesn't take longer than 5 minutes to fill out, and once someone fills up that form, they get access to something like this, which is a 20+ page document going over what we do and providing that upfront value. So what we do for us, we take their specific pain points, and the main goal is to show them how our offer actually applies to their business. So what we do here at Fluxomate, within this document, we include an onboarding process optimization, a client journey optimization, 5 automation examples that apply specifically to what they're looking to automate, and step-by-step guides on how to actually set them up. If you're not sure what I mean, I highly recommend you pause this video right now and check out the first link in the description to get access to this form. It takes about 4 minutes to complete, and if you scroll throughout the document, you'll see specific examples of different ways you can use our systems to solve your specific pain points and see how they apply to your agency. That's what this looks like for us. For you, this can be some sort of a custom marketing plan, custom video ideas, custom scripts for videos, I don't know, even a sales script optimization if you're on the selling side of things. It doesn't really matter. You want something, like I said, that can sell your leads before you hop on a call and show them specific ways of how your offer applies to their business to solve their pain points. This is an insanely valuable thing, and putting this together took us about 40 hours, but ever since we've implemented this, we've seen amazing results. And that's all based off combining these 2 different approaches to create the ultimate lead magnet to make Hormozi himself proud. Now I'm going to show you how to actually set this up, and in all reality, it is quite simple. Divided into 3 main steps: the actual document, some sort of form, and the actual setup for the automation. I'm going to show you how to do everything today. So it all starts with Google Doc. Now, I won't lie to you guys, I'm not an expert at this, so I'm not going to sit here and give you some advice. If you want, you can take inspiration from what I've done. You can take some inspiration from Serge. And there's a bunch of people in the space that have these awful Google Docs. So check this out, take some inspiration, see what the most important things are in each one of them, and create your own. But if you want a quick 30-second breakdown on how this works, I recommend talking about you, a clear breakdown of your offer and everything you do, and obviously some case studies to back your expertise in the field. This is what we created. It's not nearly as long as this 160-page one, but still insanely valuable, and just a clear breakdown of how you can steal our systems and implement it within your agency to set up a skill-proof agency. Once you've created that initial doc, it's time to actually set this up so you can provide value to your customers. And I'm going to show you what this looks like. This is my actual document, and there's a very, very important thing you need to recognize here to understand how we're going to import the data over here. Everything that I want to bring into this document to solve the lead specific pain points is put inside these brackets here. So an example, one of the things I offer within this document is an optimization for anyone's client journey. So within these brackets, I put their current journey, their improved journey, benefits of improving their journey, and their updated journey. This is all data that will import automatically from the automation once it's all up and running. But the most important thing to remember is to put it inside these square brackets. I'm not 100% what they're called, but you want to put 2 of them, give it a name that you can easily recognize, and 2 of them again. This will make a lot of sense when we head over to the automation side of things later on in this video, but it's very important you do this for everything you want to automatically import into the thing. So guys, let's say you're generating some sort of custom marketing plan and you want to give them an example of an ad creative you could use. All you do to make this as easy recognizable as possible, you put bracket, ad creative, and then close the brackets, and that's it. Now we can automatically import this using our automation I want to set up in a second. This is very important that you set up like this, because if you don't, it won't work. One more thing I will say about this Google document before I move on to the next step, which is the form. Make it good. This is what people are going to be judging your offer. So there's no point in hiding anything or trying to conceal any information. Break it down as clearly as possible and give your leads as much value as you can. The way I see it, right, we release all this stuff for free and someone can easily steal this stuff and set this up themselves. However, that's not the client I'm looking for anyways. So me revealing all of my information and sharing it with you guys on YouTube and using our lead magnets is a good way to actually qualify my leads, because all of you guys that are thinking, well, I'm just going to steal this and do it myself, you're probably not the person I want to work with anyways. Like I said, I'm not expert in creating these documents and there's a lot better people out there than me. But one tip I do want to give you is try and make this as valuable as you possibly can, because ultimately this is what your leads are going to be judging you on before even hopping on a call. The next step is actually setting up this form. And once again, this is something that's quite simple to do. There's a bunch of different software you can use, Typeform, Google Forms even, or Tally. These 2 are free. This is about a month if you wanted to use it properly. We use Typeform just because the UI is just the cleanest. I just like the design. But once again, it doesn't really matter. You can apply the exact same thing I'm about to show you with any one of these. And in today's example, I'm actually going to go with Google Forms just because once again, it is free. Once you've picked your platform, it's time to actually create your questions. This should be specific questions that are try to bring out the specific pain point in your leads, but also you want to make them so you can actually show your expertise in a subject. So if you have questions that make the lead think, okay, this is very interesting, I never thought of that, it'll be so much more valuable. And once again, just elevate your authority as an expert within your specific niche. So let's say you're doing custom marketing plans. Ask questions like, what past campaigns have you run that haven't done that well? Have you worked with an agency before? Just trying to identify that specific pain point that we can leverage either on a sales call or even in this document to create some sort of creative for them or a valuable resource. I really just playing around with the questions. Once again, guys, if you want an example of what my form looks like, all you have to do is check out the first link in the description and fill it out. It takes about 4 minutes and you'll see a direct example of how I'm using this in my agency as a lead magnet. All right, guys, so once you have your document set up and your Google form, it's time to actually go back and set up this automation to tie this all together and actually create this doc magnet automatically every single time someone fills out the form. The setup for this is quite simple. The first thing you want to do is find a no-code tool like Zapier or Make. There is a big debate going on right now, going over which one is the best, but in all honesty, guys, it doesn't really matter. They're all fairly similar. I believe Make is a slightly cheaper, but at the same time, it does have a steeper learning curve. Both of them have free trials, so I'd recommend just signing up to both of them and just testing it out and see which one better suits your needs. For this example, we're going to be going over with Zapier just because, once again, it is the easier to use and a bit more beginner friendly. I want to make this as easy for you guys to actually follow. This is the automation we're actually going to be building out. Fairly simple. Once again, the trigger is going to be a form being completed. We're going to send all that information from the form over to ChatGPT, and then we're going to get the response and put it in our document to create this updated lead magnet for them and share with them on their email. Let's get into this live automation build. Before I forget, actually, guys, please make sure to subscribe and leave a like. I can guarantee there's no one else in this industry giving away this much value for free. So if you want to see more videos like this, revealing the behind the scenes of how things work, pause this video right now, scroll, like and subscribe, and then come back so we can get into how to actually build this automation out. Okay, guys, so once within Zapier, we're going to set up the trigger. And like I said, the first step is just going to be a form completion. So you're going to open this up, choose a relevant platform. So in this example, I'm going to go with Google Forms, and then for event, you want to choose new form response. Like I said at the start, guys, it doesn't really matter what software application you're using. At the end of the day, they all will follow a similar framework. So feel free to copy this. And now all you have to do is pick your form, which in this case is the example lead magnet form. We're going to press continue. And I want to test the trigger, and we should see the form response I submitted earlier. Just like that, we have some information that I submitted earlier when I did a test run. Now, if you go back to our diagram, we can see the next step here is to send this information over to ChatGPT so it can come up with some feedback that we can implement in a document later. So for the second action, we're going to go search for ChatGPT. Now for event here, we're just going to use conversation. I will talk towards the end of the video of a different way you can do this, which is even more powerful. Just to keep it as simple as possible for now, we're just going to choose conversation. You're going to connect your account. If you don't know how to do that, you can check out my channel. I've got another video going over that. This is where it gets fun. So for the user message, you can get as deep as you want. The main goal is to take the data from the form and manipulate it in a way to give your lead some value based on your specific practices. Now, quite obviously, I am not a marketing agency, so I don't really know what you guys would do. So I wouldn't recommend copying this prompt, because at the end of the day, it's going to be based on your specific practice and the stuff you usually do to get your clients results. So guys, all I've got here is super simple. I'm just giving them all the information that I've got from the form. So what they sell, their niche, and previous good performing creatives. And I'm giving you a simple instruction to come up with an ad creative that is super powerful, getting them more leads from Facebook ads and only to respond with a script. One thing I would also recommend is set up a random memory key, just so it follows similar responses in the future. In terms of the model, you can use 3.5 Turbo, you can use ChatGPT 4. The more complicated your prompt, the more I would encourage you to use ChatGPT 4, because the price difference isn't that bad anyways. Now we're just going to press continue. We're going to test this step to get some sort of response. That's what we've got so far. It's not horrible, definitely a lot of room for improvement, but we're going to stick to it for now because this is not a prompting masterclass. I'm literally just showing you how you can set this up. If you want a more specific example of what these can actually look like when done properly, like I said, check out the first link in the description to have access to our own magnet doc, where you can see some of the responses you get from your optimized onboarding process, or even your optimized client journey, or even the automations you come up with for you based on your pain points. Now, the next step is actually inputting this back in a Google document. For this, we're going to go to Google Docs. And here, the step we're going to choose is find a document. We're going to find that original document so we can later copy as a template. Connect your account as always. Choose the folder your doc is in and also the name. Our name for the document is custom marketing plan and is in the YouTube folder. Just like that. We're going to press continue and test it to make sure we find it. All right, perfect. Once we found it, we're going to create another step, also in Google Docs. This time, the action will be to create document from template. And as you can imagine, a template is going to be the original document. So we're going to go over to action. For template document, we're going to go to custom. We're going to select the first step and then choose the ID. Now for the new document name, you can keep it the same, but I'll suggest one of your form questions being a company name. So you can put something like company name and then their custom marketing plan, making it much more valuable for them. And also giving that bit of personalized touch. I'd also suggest creating a folder so you can have everything in one place. And one very important thing is for sharing preferences, you want to make sure that the person you're sharing this with actually has access. So go to sharing preferences. You can either put anyone with link can view or anyone with link can edit. It doesn't really matter, any of the two. And this is the very important thing. As you can see, this section we defined earlier in brackets as shown up here as one of the fields. And now we're going to open this up, select our conversation ChatGPT, scroll all the way down to reply and slot that right in. And if we press continue and actually test the step, and then we go to that document, we can see we have the custom marketing plan with our response straight from ChatGPT automatically embedded in the document. This is just an example, guys. If you're doing it properly, it'll look something like this with a bunch of images, some other text you can back up, and obviously data you want to insert in these special brackets. The last step is automation, is actually sharing it with the lead. So for this, we're going to choose Gmail. And for the event here, you're going to choose send email, connect your account. You can write whatever copy you want. In order to share that actual link with them, you're going to head over to step 4, which is actually where you create a document, and scroll all the way down till you find alternate link. Now, anyone that receives this email has access to that link. You can put the subject custom marketing plan. One important thing I forgot to mention is to make sure you're collecting the email in this initial form. This is super important because if you don't, you won't have anywhere to send it to. So once you do collect the email, all you have to do is open this up and select the email answer so you can plug it straight in so it gets automatically sent to their inbox. And that's pretty much it. That's as simple as automation gets, guys. Now, this is what we're currently using for our lead magnet automation. So it does get much more complicated and there's a lot more things you can do. As you can see, I've got a bunch of different prompts going on, some delays. I even add them to my email list and also create some sort of sequence so I can remind them if they don't open lead magnet in a couple of days. But this is a great starting point that you can later advance to make it more tailored to your specific needs. And like I said, guys, this is super simple stuff. From the document to the form, it does get much more complicated like this. So you want to see a specific example of what this looks like in action and how this automation actually works. Check out the first link in the description to see my live doc magnet and how I'm using it in my agency. That's pretty much it. I've now shown you how you can create your doc magnet. One thing I did say is there's a way you can actually take this a step further, which is what we actually use in order to make this as valuable for your customers as possible. you want to actually provide value in those responses. Because at the moment, this is something that anyone can generate using ChatGPT. Using the power of assistants, you can have some sort of document with all your current marketing campaigns, the ones that are performing well, and then program the assistant in a way that it uses that to create new creatives for your leads. So you're giving your leads actionable value based on the practices you're already using within your agency. This makes it so much more valuable because it's not something that the lead can just search up for themselves in ChatGPT. It comes directly from your practices that you have in your agency, which you're hopefully using to provide results for your clients. If you don't know how to use assistants in Zapier and within your automations, you can check out this video in the top right hand corner, going over exactly how to do that. It does make quite a big difference, but I didn't want to include it in this video because I wanted to make it as beginner friendly so anyone can copy this and start as soon as possible. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's how you can create a doc magnet in your agency to improve your current lead magnet and provide your clients with as much value as possible. But I think this is the only lead magnet you should be using. No, because at the end of the day, it is a 20+ page document and it's unlikely that a very, very cold lead will use this. I think this is a great way to warm up your leads right before a sales call, and it gives them a clear understanding of how your offer works in their specific business. Like I said, guys, I don't think there's anyone out there giving up this much value on YouTube, especially in this industry. So if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And as I've said throughout this video, if you want access to this document to show you an actual example of what this looks like when done properly, all you have to do is check out the first link in the description and complete the quick 5-minute form. And you'll get access to this, a completely customized plan going over how you can specifically improve your onboarding process and your client journey, and 5 different automations based on your specific pain points, as well as a step-by-step guide on how you can set them up. It's insanely valuable. We spent about 40 hours putting this together for you guys, so please do make the most of the free resources we're releasing. If you're interested on implementing automated lead magnets and all of our different systems within your agency, you can check out the third link in the description to get access to this free 10-minute video breaking down exactly how we can save you $100 a month for the scalable system that allows you to take on more clients without ruining your service delivery or profit margins, how you can actually steal the same process to help a scale-proof agency. We put this together because we had a lot of people asking us what we do on Instagram. So if you're interested in working with us, you can check out the third link in the description to get access to the free training. I will say this is not for everyone, so if you're on that stage where you need some help, do continue making the most of these free resources we're releasing on YouTube and on newsletter every single week. That's it from me, guys. I'm sure this video has been valuable. One thing I will say, and I say this towards the end of every video, if you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to drop a comment below. The reality is we're a very, very small channel at the moment, which is an amazing thing for you. So if you have any video suggestions, things you want to see, or you have any questions about any one of these particular steps, either because you're confused or because I didn't explain something properly to the full extent, please just drop a comment. We're here to support you guys. And like I said, it was a small channel, so we're 100% going to see it and give you an in-depth reply to actually solve your issue. I'm sure this video has been valuable, so before you click off, make sure to leave a like and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.